Toxic parenting leaves lasting scars. These scars are not just physical but emotional and psychological, deeply affecting a child's development and future. It's a pattern of harmful behaviors that damage a child's sense of self-worth and well-being. These behaviors can manifest in various forms from neglect to verbal abuse, each leaving a unique mark on the child's psyche. These behaviors aren't just bad parenting days, they are consistent actions that create a hostile environment. The child grows up in a state of constant fear and anxiety, never knowing when the next outburst will occur. Toxic parents often prioritize their own needs over their children's. They may be preoccupied with their own problems, leaving the child feeling neglected and unimportant. They might be emotionally unavailable, constantly critical, or overly controlling. This constant criticism can erode a child's confidence, making them doubt their abilities and worth. This behavior can involve verbal abuse, manipulation, or neglect. Verbal abuse can be particularly damaging, as words can wound just as deeply as physical blows. The damage inflicted by toxic parents runs deep. It can affect a child's ability to trust others and form healthy relationships in the future. Children raised in such environments often struggle with low self-esteem, anxiety, and difficulty forming healthy relationships. They may carry these issues into adulthood, affecting their personal and professional lives. Recognizing toxic parenting is the first step towards breaking free from its grip. Seeking help from supportive adults, therapy, or support groups can provide the necessary tools to heal and build a healthier future. Growing up with toxic parents leaves deep emotional and psychological scars. These scars often manifest in various ways, affecting a child's overall well-being and development. The constant exposure to negativity and harmful behaviors can shape their perception of themselves and the world around them. Children exposed to constant criticism may internalize these messages. They start to believe that they are inherently flawed or incapable of doing anything right. This internalized negativity can become a core part of their identity, making it difficult for them to see their own worth. They might start believing they are unworthy or incapable of pleasing others. This belief can lead to a pervasive sense of inadequacy and self-doubt, which can hinder their ability to pursue their goals and dreams. Over time, these feelings can become deeply ingrained, affecting their self-esteem and confidence. This can lead to anxiety, depression, and a lack of self-confidence. The emotional turmoil they experience can make it challenging for them to form healthy relationships and navigate social situations. They may constantly worry about being judged or rejected by others. Children of toxic parents may struggle to express their emotions healthily. They might find it difficult to articulate their feelings or fear that expressing themselves will lead to further criticism or punishment. This emotional suppression can have long-term consequences on their mental health. They might suppress their feelings, leading to anger issues or difficulty forming secure attachments. The inability to process and express emotions can result in outbursts of anger or frustration, which can further isolate them from their peers and loved ones. Living in a state of constant emotional turmoil takes its toll. The stress and anxiety of navigating a toxic environment can lead to physical health problems, such as headaches, stomach issues, and sleep disturbances. The emotional burden can feel overwhelming, making it hard for them to find joy or peace. These children may develop unhealthy coping mechanisms like substance abuse or eating disorders. In an attempt to numb their pain or escape their reality, they might turn to alcohol, drugs, or food. These coping strategies can provide temporary relief, but often lead to further complications and dependencies. Recognizing these patterns is crucial in understanding the profound impact of toxic parenting. By acknowledging the emotional and psychological effects, we can take steps to support and heal those affected. Therapy, self-help resources, and supportive communities can play a vital role in helping individuals overcome the challenges posed by their upbringing. The effects of toxic parenting don't disappear when a child becomes an adult. The scars can linger, impacting relationships, career choices, and overall well-being. Adults who experience toxic parenting may struggle with setting healthy boundaries. They might find themselves in codependent relationships or attract partners who mirror their parents' toxic behaviors. The fear of rejection and criticism can lead to difficulty in the workplace. They might overwork themselves to please their bosses or avoid confrontation. Recognizing these patterns is crucial for breaking free from the cycle of negativity. Breaking free. Recognizing and confronting toxic patterns. Breaking free from the cycle of toxic parenting starts with awareness. It's about recognizing the harmful patterns learned in childhood and understanding their impact on adult life. This requires honesty and courage to confront painful memories and acknowledge their lasting effects. Seeking therapy or support groups can provide a safe space to process these emotions. It's important to remember that healing is possible. Learning to set boundaries with toxic parents is another crucial step. This might involve limiting contact or asserting your needs more directly. Healing the wounds. Strategies for overcoming the past. Healing from the wounds of toxic parenting is a journey, not a destination. It requires patience, self-compassion, and a commitment to personal growth. One strategy is to challenge negative self-beliefs ingrained during childhood. Replace these harmful thoughts with positive affirmations and recognize your self-worth. Learning to communicate assertively is essential for setting healthy boundaries. This means expressing your needs and feelings clearly and respectfully. Practicing self-care is crucial for nurturing emotional well-being. Real-life courage. Stories of breaking the cycle. Many individuals have broken free from the chains of toxic parenting and created healthier, happier lives. Take Sarah, for example. She grew up in an environment where her mother's constant criticism made her feel like she could never measure up. Every mistake was magnified, and every success was downplayed. This left Sarah with a deep-seated sense of inadequacy that followed her into adulthood. Growing up with a highly critical mother, she constantly felt inadequate. The weight of her mother's words hung over her like a dark cloud, affecting her self-esteem and her ability to trust her own judgment. As an adult, Sarah sought therapy and slowly began to challenge her negative self-beliefs. Therapy provided her with a safe space to explore her feelings and understand the root of her insecurities. With the help of her therapist, she started to see herself in a new light. She learned to set boundaries with her mother, protecting her emotional well-being. This was not an easy process, but it was a necessary one. By establishing these boundaries, Sarah was able to reclaim her sense of self and build a life that was not defined by her mother's harsh words. Another example is John, who endured years of emotional neglect from his parents. His parents were physically present but emotionally distant, leaving John to navigate his feelings of loneliness and abandonment on his own. He struggled with forming healthy relationships, often pushing people away. The fear of being hurt or abandoned again made it difficult for him to open up to others, leading to a cycle of isolation and loneliness. Through therapy, John realized the impact of his past on his present. He began to understand that his difficulties in relationships were a direct result of the emotional neglect he experienced as a child. This realization was the first step in his journey towards healing and building healthier connections with others. A brighter future embracing change and finding hope. Breaking free from the legacy of toxic parenting is a testament to the resilience of the human spirit. It's a journey of healing, self-discovery, and ultimately hope. Remember that you are not alone. Many resources and support systems are available to help. By embracing change and seeking support, you can break free from the cycle of toxicity and create a brighter future for yourself and generations to come. It's never too late to heal and build healthier, more fulfilling relationships. Remember, you are worthy of love, respect, and happiness. Please like, share, and subscribe for more emotional wellness and self-care tips videos.